The royal search had lasted 7 standard cycles. 7 cycles of burned worlds, shattered alliances, and sleepless nights for Queen Avaris of the Keeler Dominion. Her twin daughters, Princesses Serelith and Marian, had vanished during a border evacuation when their convoy was ambushed. No wreckage. No bodies. Only silence. The galaxy assumed they were dead. The Queen never did. That was why she personally boarded the human frontier outpost on K-47, ignoring her advisors, her guards tense and weapons humming. The station was insignificant, a rusting hub at the edge of civilized space, populated by traders, scavengers, and refugees. And yet, her instinct screamed. "Your Majesty," her commander whispered, "our scanners detect no royal biosignatures." Queen Avaris's eyes narrowed. "Then your scanners are wrong." She stepped forward, her presence alone forcing humans and aliens alike to flatten themselves against bulkheads. The Queen of Keeler stood nearly 8 feet tall, her obsidian crown grown from her own crystalline horns, her gaze capable of shattering lesser wills. She followed the pull, faint, almost imperceptible, down into the station's habitation levels. Into a forgotten wing. Into a room that smelled of recycled air, engine oil, and warmth. The door slid open with a hiss. And the Queen froze. On a narrow bunk lay a human male, asleep, his back against the wall. His arms were wrapped protectively around 2 smaller forms, curled into his sides like hatchlings seeking shelter. Her daughters. Serelith's silver hair was tangled against the human's chest, one delicate claw clutching the fabric of his worn jacket. Marian's tail was wrapped around his leg, her face peaceful in a way the Queen had not seen since they were children. Alive. Unharmed. Safe. The air went deathly still. Every royal guard behind her raised their weapons. The human stirred. His eyes opened slowly, unfocused at first, then widened in absolute terror as he registered the towering alien queen filling the doorway. "Oh," he croaked. "That's not good." He did not move. He did not push them away. Instead, his arms tightened slightly around the 2 princesses, instinctive, protective. Queen Avaris lifted a single hand. The guards froze. "Explain," she said, her voice echoing with restrained fury. "Why my daughters sleep in your arms?" The human swallowed hard. "Because if I didn't, they'd still be running." The Queen's gaze sharpened. "You claim you saved them." "I didn't know who they were," he said quickly. "Just 2 kids, injured, terrified, being hunted." Serelith stirred at the sound of her mother's voice. "Mother," she murmured. Queen Avaris took a step forward, her composure cracking for the first time in years. "My star, are you hurt?" Serelith shook her head. "No." "Elias made sure we were safe." Marian blinked awake next, her eyes lighting up. "You found us." The Queen knelt, an act no living being had seen her do in decades. "How?" she asked them softly. Serelith sat up, still pressed against the human's side. "Our escort was destroyed. Raiders boarded us. Elias fought them." "With no weapon?" the Queen asked sharply, noticing the human carried none. Elias grimaced. "I had a wrench." Marian nodded enthusiastically. "He broke one of them." Queen Avaris studied him again, not as a threat, but as something far more dangerous. "A protector. He hid us," Serelith continued. "Moved us every time the station got scanned. Gave us his rations. Slept in the doorway when he thought someone might come." Elias rubbed the back of his neck. "They had nightmares. I just stayed so they wouldn't wake up alone." Silence fell. The Queen rose slowly. You are aware, she said, voice cold once more, that touching royal heirs without consent is punishable by execution.
Elias nodded. Yeah. Figured that out about 5 seconds ago.
And yet, she said, you did not abandon them when pursuit intensified.
He met her gaze, steady, honest.
Kids don't deserve to die for politics.
Something ancient shifted behind the queen's eyes. She turned to her daughters.
Did he ever harm you?
Never, Marian said instantly. He treated us like family, Serelith added. Queen Avari straightened fully. Leave us, she ordered her guards. They hesitated. I said leave. The chamber emptied. Only the queen, her daughters, and the human remained. You are brave, she said to Elias. Or very foolish. Usually both, he admitted. Her lips twitched despite herself. You will come with us, she said. Tequila Prime. Elias stiffened. I don't want anything. No reward. Just. You misunderstand, she interrupted. This is not a reward. Her gaze softened as she looked at her daughters curled into his sides again. This is acknowledgement.
Later, before the High Court of Keelah, the humans stood alone beneath towering crystalline arches.
Nobles whispered. Generals scowled. Tradition screamed for punishment. Queen Avaris raised her staff.
My daughters live, she declared, because this human chose compassion over survival.
She turned to Elias.
Keelah law demands repayment of life debt.
The court stirred. I name him guardian of the twin stars, she said. Bound to my house.
Untouchable by decree.
Gasps echoed.
Serelith and Marian rushed to his side, each taking one of his hands. He's staying with us, Marian said firmly.
Queen Avaris nodded.
And so, she said, voice ringing through history, humans are no longer outsiders to the Keelah Dominion. That night, aboard the royal vessel, Elias sat quietly while the twins slept against him once more, safe, warm, unafraid. The queen watched from the doorway, not with suspicion, but with gratitude. And the galaxy would one day learn a simple truth. Empires were not built by strength alone. Sometimes, they were saved by a human who refused to let two frightened girls face the dark alone.